racket or shuttle?
Racket.
Racket ball. It is a racket. Who's going to serve? Kevin to serve? Who's going to receive?
Conrad. This side.
So the Danes have had the opportunity to choose the end. So the Danes have had a wonderful tournament so far. They've had a wonderful couple of weeks, actually, because they won in Mulheim at the German Grand Prix Gold last week. And for both the Danes, they're both 27 years of age. Up 2 places in the world ranking, up to a career high of number 11. And that's after their victory, as I say, last week in Germany. Their win-loss record for last year, one final, the European Championships. They lost in the final, so silver medalists from the European Championships in Kazan in Russia. So in the very first round, they caused a sensation because the Danes beat the #1 seeds, Lee Yong-dae and Yu Young-sung, in 2 straight games. And then yesterday against the Malaysians Govi Shem and Tan Wee Kiong, that Malaysian pair, bronze medalists from the Asian Games and the Commonwealth Games, gold medalists. And they disposed of them, as you can see, pretty comfortably. 21-15, 21-13. So to the Indonesians, and Gideon Markus Fernaldi, 23 years of age. He's on the left as we look at them. Kevin Sanjaya Sukamuljo is just 19 years of age. Well, they don't have a world ranking, they don't have a career win-loss record or last year win-loss record, because as I was saying, this is the very first tournament that they've ever played together. And it is quite remarkable that they're in the quarter-final of a Premier Super Series event. Well, they've played Germans in the first round, Schwenger and Sovone, 2 straight games. They were pushed the full distance yesterday against Manu Atri and Sumit Reddy of India. And it was that Indian pair who had beaten the #7 seeds Chai Biao and Hong Wei in the first round. So that Indian pair doing very well indeed. So Gavin Smith, our umpire, and Paul Buffin, the service judge. Well, it goes without saying this must be the first meeting between the 2 pairs, as this is the first tournament for the Indonesians.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Mats Conrad-Petersen, Mats Pieler Kolding, Denmark. On my left, Gideon Markus Fernaldi, Kevin Sanjaya, Indonesia. Kevin Sanjaya to serve to Mats Conrad-Petersen, Laval, clear.
So the Indonesians unseeded.
Service over, 1 love.
The Danes also unseeded, but given the fact that the Danes have been playing so well, well, we were discussing yesterday, Steen, playing so well actually since the Thomas Cup finals in May last year.
Yeah, they had their major breakthrough there, winning all their first men's doubles matches.
Yeah.
Given the responsibility as Matthias Ball was absent, and that has really developed them.
I suppose the only little blip in recent times for the Danes was in the European Mixed Team Championships in the semi-final, Denmark against Germany. They lost to Michael Fuchs and Max Schwenger.
Yeah,
a scratch pairing.
Yeah, I saw that match, and the Germans, they played really clever and pushed exactly the right buttons, but the Danes have come back stronger.
Service over,
Well, service fault called.
I had a chance to talk to them to the breakfast this morning, and they felt, of course, pretty good and quite confident. Hopefully they won't be too eager to try to get into the semi-final of the All England.
Yes, they've only been in one Super Series tournament semi-final. And that was the Hong Kong at the end of last year, the last of the Super Series events of 2014. In Premier Super Series, the Danes have never progressed past the last 16 prior to today's match, their quarter-final. That's well taken by the tall man. 2 meters and 5 centimeters.
Service over. 3-6.
Quite a big misjudgment there from Miss Kolding.
Oh, just wide. Well, there's a challenge
Pieler
here.
Kolding, challenge, called out.
See a very big chance of that succeeding.
Yeah, and for early stages, it seems a strange decision to challenge.
That's probably one of the issues with the challenge have to be instantly called, that sometimes your feelings sort of gets the better of you.
Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah, was out. Good call, line judge.
Challenge unsuccessful. Pieler Kolding, 1 challenge remaining. 4-6.
I think the reason why it has to be immediate, Steen, is of course that already we've seen throughout the last year since Hawkeye's been involved in the instant review system that players turn and ask advice of coaches as to whether they should challenge or not, and having to make the decision instantly is to try and prevent that from happening.
Yeah, and it probably is the only solution, but I guess players need to learn to cope with that and say that, okay, at the beginning of the first game we don't take any challenges unless we're 100% certain.
Yeah. Now, yesterday, Steen, you were telling me that one of the Danes had been not feeling well. Now, I was slightly confused as to which one had been poorly.
It was Mads Conrad.
Mads Conrad.
Yeah.
5-9.
Yeah, the way he played in the first round against the #1 seeds, I thought he was outstanding.
Very alert on the front court.
Service over. 10-5.
The reasons they cannot afford to play from below tape all the time. They need to get in some kind of control of the rallies.
11-5. Interval.
Well, this is all happening in double quick time. Only 5 minutes, I think, so far.
Rigtig fint. Dejligt stille og roligt. Eneste lille ting, det er det der med at prøve at lægge de flade over mod forhånden. Ikke? Og så bliver der plads bagefter til at lægge med baghånden, men de returnerer hele tiden for at lokke jer til at trykke den der flat ind forbi venstre skulder. Ja. Ikke? Så bare... God slipper den der. Ja, super. Ja. i forhåndssiden masser af sne under. Det gør ikke noget, den ligger på den første linje, for de slår den ikke ned på jer. Ja. Så den er lidt hurtigere end forventet, men det er fint nok. Ikke? Og så bliver det hver gang Kolding får stoppet, så løber den. Ja. Ikke? For der kommer gode chancer derinde.
Og når han slår, så kommer det meget på fart, som vi også snakker om. Ja. Der er ikke så mange gode der.
So Larzua, the Danish coach.
Kevin.
What was the advice there, Steen?
11-5.
Yeah, one was that when Mads Kolding plays soft block, then Mads Kolding should immediately move towards the net. Of course, the Danish preferred positions are Conrad at the net and Mads Kolding at the back, firing away these steep smashes. They also had a note on the Indonesian players that they mostly play fast-paced shots,
13-5.
not a lot of blocks and sort of tricky shots. We saw yesterday in the mixed doubles that Sukamuljo definitely had some tricky shots, but perhaps not so many efficient ones we've seen so far.
That was good though. Shuttle had gone past him, but he still managed to hit the smash.
Yeah.
Look at that. Incredible.
Actually a very, very efficient smash because it was steep.
Good return.
Service over. 14-6.
Yeah, well finished off by Gideon Markus Fernaldi.
14.
Of course, he was a semi-finalist here last year with Markus Gideon.
I thought it was him.
Yeah. Here, Markus Gideon won the French Super Series, of course, as qualifiers. That, of course, going back 2 years, 2013. First ever title together, Super Series, coming through the qualifying.
14.
So we know that Fernaldi is a world-class player.
I would suspect there will be a huge battle for the attack here, because I won't advise any players to try and beat Mads and Mads from the defense.
Service over. 15-9.
Oh, good defence. Yeah. Well, the Indonesians now far more proactive and far more aggressive in their style in the early stages of this quarter-final match.
Yeah, we feel they're sort of making their way back into this game, right?
Oh, service fault call, struck above the waist.
16-10.
Yeah, that's a good spot.
Yeah, and we can see how much the left arm raises during the service movement.
Yeah.
And that's how the players disguise illegal services at the moment. It is that when you stop the service movement, you raise your left arm.
17-10.
Excellent coverage by Mads Conrad.
Oh, I think the string's gone in the racket of Mads Kolding. Shows his racket to his coach. Look at that. How on earth did he manage to play on with that racket?
18-10.
That was 3 important points for the Danes. I thought the Indonesians were finding a plan.
Look at that.
Efficient.
The defence of Mads Kolding, I think, has improved considerably. The way he's flattening out the shuttle and driving it back like that.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Yeah.
And of course, in this arena that is so big, your defense gets a little bit better because it's harder to get the right timing on the attack. And
Service fault call. Service over. 11-19.
This time against Mads Conrad, and I don't even have to see the replay to agree with the service judge. Look at the left arm, horizontal.
Yeah. Oh, there's a challenge here.
Sanjaya.
He was called in.
Called in.
Well, the Indonesians are awfully confident because they've kept hold of the shuttle. And instinctively, I thought that was long.
It's one of the shots that are extremely difficult to judge for the linesman because it's sort of is close to the floor for a long, long time. So when does it actually hit?
Well, I think Hawkeye's having a problem identifying it as well. Well, I'm very surprised about
Challenge
that.
unsuccessful. Sanjaya, 1 challenge remaining. 20, game point, 11.
So game point opportunities with that successful challenge. And only needed the one. 21-11.
First game won
15
by
minutes of play.
Conrad-Petersen. Mads Pieler Kolding, 21-11.
Rigtig fint her. Altså, det er jo mere det samme. Juli, du må gerne prøve en gang til, hvis du har lyst, men ellers så etter eller femmer. Ja.
Etter eller 4.
Nej, 4 kan det også være, ja. Men jeg tror, han... men det er også fint nok, fordi de er 2-0 på dem, så det er helt fint at få en på den der side. Så, ikke? Ja. Så de ikke kommer for langt foran. Ellers er det videre. Svøberne med. Når vi løfter, så helt op med dem, og så fremad, ikke? For så kommer de højt. Ja. Og så er det rigtig godt, som du løber på de der, når Kolding får dem stoppet, ikke? Ja. Også hvis du selv gør det, ikke? Men det er mest dig, der får de der muligheder. Ja. Det er jo aktivt efter det.
Lihat masih bisa nih. Ya. Buka net, depannya buka net, bola setengah-setengah net itu bukan terus. Lihat masih bisa ya.
Well, I guess Lars was pretty happy with his men.
Yeah, he was quite confident. They were discussing a little bit about service placements and still encouraging Conrad to move forward when Kolding managed to block or play a good defensive shot. And he said, of course, mostly it's Kolding who has the opportunity of making these shots, and that's actually interesting because I think for the opponents, directing too much of the attack to Pieler Kolding at the moment is a mistake, because it's sort of free for Conrad to move. So sometimes you should direct the smashes at Conrad to keep him away from the net, to prevent him from moving too early.
Service over, 1-love.
Put body and soul into that smash, did Gideon Markus Fernaldi. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and that smash too.
3-love.
23-year-old from Jakarta. Oh, look at that.
Service over, 1-3.
I like that change of pace.
Service over, 4-1.
Ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know, there's an autograph session with Chris and Gary at Kolding. That's happening in 15 minutes time at the Netherlands stand on
Well, got in each other's way, and that's not surprising with a brand new partnership.
5-1.
Unbelievable defence from Sukamuljo. Look at that. How on earth did he get that back?
That's always interesting when watching a new combination. What have the coaches seen back home that makes them try this one? And I guess we got a little taste of that. I know they lost the rally, the Indonesians, but the more of these defenses, sort of impossible defenses they get back, the more pressure the opponents will feel.
7.
Was going wide. Well, quite obviously, Steen, the Indonesians have been far more aggressive in their style here in the second game, but what on earth has happened to the Danes?
I think they've become too confident.
I did wonder that.
Yeah, I think so. After I talked to them and I also discussed it with them, John Laukesen was commentating for Danish television, and we both agreed that the Indonesians are the one with the most tactical weapons in their bag. They can play so many different styles, and we must expect something from them.
Service fault called. Service over 4-9.
Service fault.
Yeah, struck above the waist. Oh, crikey. That's way above the waist, isn't it? Good spot, service judge.
16-14. Service over 10-4.
Good return of the flick serve there from Fernaldi.
Service over 5-10. Service over 11-5.
Well, a 6-point advantage to the Indonesians here at the mid-game interval of the second game. Exact same scoreline as the opening game, but the scores reverse, the 11-5 advantage in favour of the Indonesians.
Så skal vi have noget længde på de løft, længde og højde, og så stiller jeg et halvt skridt længere frem. Okay. Hvis der vi ikke kan hejse den op igen, så kører vi flanken lige tilbage.
20 seconds.
Kom så, ind og led efter det her.
So what was the suggestion there?
Yeah, and I guess it was only part of the coaching that I heard, but it was about the defense, that they needed height and length and lift towards the baseline. And then Lars also wanted the two Danish players to come forward when defending. It's very, very difficult coaching here because everything went according to plan in the first game, and suddenly things changed really, really quickly.
12-5.
So very, very difficult to coach in that situation. I think that was short service from Sukamuljo.
There's the confusion down the centre of the court.
7-12.
It's so important for the Danes to be successful in this defense rally here.
pushed it long.
Service over. 13-7.
I have to say, Steen, that I'm a little bit concerned about Mads Kolding, because of course he's already played a mixed doubles quarter-final. It was 3 tough games. He lost that match with Camilleri to you, and there's just signs to me that he's beginning to not consciously sort of think, oh, here we go again, but subconsciously there's a little bit of a downer on himself.
Perhaps you're right, Joe. It's very, very possible, because I think he felt he had 2 good chances of entering the semi-final of All England. And when you haven't been there before, it's a big goal.
Service over. 8-14.
Definitely see why the Indonesians have put these 2 players together, Steve.
Yeah. Speed. And the eye for the game.
Yeah.
Actually, I think the Indonesians have moved 1 step forward in the flat game and in the defense in order to compete with the Danes, and all credit to the Indonesian pair here for turning things around after first game where they were literally outplayed.
Service over. 9-16.
When we saw Sukamuljo yesterday in the mixed doubles, I gave the big build-up about what an exciting player he was, how quick he was, and we didn't really see it, but we're seeing it today.
Especially here, what a service return. And the remarkable thing is that sometimes his playing style makes big mistakes.
Yeah.
And he seems to be unbothered.
Look at that.
So well played by Fernaldi and Sukamuljo. And the Danes, they need to challenge for the attack. They cannot afford to stand in defense for a very long time.
19-10.
Oh my goodness, what on earth was that?
20.
Seems like they're just concentrating on the third game.
Yeah, well, there's 10 game point opportunities to get to that. Oh, look at that. So it is indeed 1 game apiece, 21-10.
Second game won by Gideon, Markus, Fernaldi and Kevin Sanjaya, 21-10. 1 game all.
And 1 game all confirms the umpire. Just 30 minutes for 1 game all.
Pada saat bola belakangnya itu Vin tetap kontrol ya, kalau geberannya kontrol, batas-batasin aja dia nggak bisa nutup, ya Kolding terus ya, terus sit pegang, pelan-pelan, kenceng lagi, kenceng lagi, ya, bisa. Kemudian lagi di sini lagi
her flade til fanget i første, det er bare lidt her, fordi vi ikke er klar med ketchup. Ikke? Der server ser meget kort ud til sidst her. Jeg ved ikke, hvordan I føler det. Og så glem deres svipper. Det kan godt være, at der kommer 2. Det må vi se, om vi kan nå. Han dømte den sidste. Ikke? Og så skal vi have svipper med på Kevin. Ikke? Vi har kun svippet til den anden. Og han ryger fremad. Ja. Og så må vi have nogle træer med også, hvis det er. At, ja, kom så. Og ellers kom med den 2'er der, så lad os se, hvad han siger til den. Ikke? Ja, kom så. Det bliver overbevist. Ja, det skal vi. Ja, kom så. Nu skal vi have stoppet af,
So what does he advise to lift the Danes?
Says concentrate on the short service returns, forget about the flicks. The umpire, the service judge has called a couple of service fault on the flicks, so the Danes are going to focus mainly on the short services from the Indonesian side, and then he wants them to be more ready with the racket so that they can intercept like they did in the first game.
Final game, the ball, play. Service over, 1-0.
That was also part of the plan, flicking Sukamuljo.
2-0.
Doesn't seem to be so dangerous on the flick serves. Fernaldi has done well, but Sukamuljo has been very, very quick on the short services from the Danes.
Service over. 1-2.
Oh, the Indonesians now very animated. They were a little bit subdued right at the start of the match, weren't they?
Yeah. Well done by Mas Conrad. So important that he sort of poses a threat. So the lifts that goes past him to Mas Kolding is a bit high, so that he will have time to get in position.
Service over. 2-3.
The service judge wasn't really alert there. No big difference, it was in the net.
Service over. 4-2.
Nice hit.
Service over. 3-4.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome onto court to the men's doubles quarterfinal. Officials led by umpire Christoph Oswald from Germany and service judge Subi of Denmark. And one of our players, Roger Van
Service over. 4-5.
I'm just wondering whether all the matches, of course, last week in Germany, Mads Kolding wasn't only playing men's doubles, he won the mixed doubles as well. Plus he's already played today, so he's been playing twice a day this week here at the All England.
Service over. 6-5. 4.
I mean, obviously, if you're a Danish fan, you'll be hoping that I'm wrong, but it's almost as if the bubble has been burst. Not quite on the sort of form, the sort of high that we saw last week, or indeed earlier this week.
No, but it's also, we have to give credit to the Indonesians for that, because they're playing clever.
Yeah.
And I guess the Danes must prepare for this, because no one in their sane mind would continue to lift to Thomas Kolding. He's way too dangerous for that, so there is going to be a lot of challenges mid-court in the game. Move so quickly from side to side at the net, Sukamuljo.
Fast movement, but also fast thought process. Great anticipation.
Service over. 7-6.
Right into the corner.
8.
A great shot. Yeah, perfect.
And this was a little bit what I talked about before. Once in a while, targeting Mads Conrad in order to sort of keep him honest, not starting his movement towards the net in advance.
So just 1 point in it.
We saw some of the things mentioned by Lars Ure, the Danish national coach. Mads Kolding totally focused on the short service from Sukamuljo.
Service over. 8-9. White report, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Japan.
Play. Service over. 10-8.
I think it's very important that the Danes have the advantage at the change of ends. Steen, not obviously only because of the points, but I think psychologically they need to be in the front.
Service over.
And indeed they are.
11-8, interval, change ends.
3-point advantage as they change ends in this third and deciding game.
Så kan han ikke bare lige gå lige og få den igen. Nej, det er fint. Han er en lille smule usøger nu. Spil nogle af de der klumper på ham.
Ja, på Kevin.
Ja. Og så kommer den der ind bagved.
Ja. Og så skal vi altså have gang i bevægelsen heroverfra, og vi skal søge fremad. Ja, ikke? Klar med catcherne, fordi de kommer til os. Ja. De pakker rigtig meget frem over på den side, så det kan måske være en god idé at trykke lidt på hjørnerne.
Hvilken side siger du?
Når de står derovre. Altså så pakker de dem i det hele taget, løber de bare frem. Okay. Så vi skal for at få dem lidt væk og få lidt plads og stoppe på. Ja. Ikke? Ja. Ja, kom så her, drenge.
Yeah, and the Danes feel that the Indonesians are coming forward very, very quickly from the opposite side where they're playing now, so they want to try and push it past them in order to have some room to create these blocks that are efficient for the Danes. Didn't succeed. Oh, a little bit there. And I also feel that Sukamuljo is a little bit tense and nervous at the moment.
12-8.
Good courage. Markus Kolding.
Oh, it was quick back to that quick serve, wasn't he?
Service over. 9-12.
Yes, the plan is for the Danes to put it below the tape in the serve situation. Let's see if they succeed. And that's something that Lars Uwe mentioned between the second and the third game. He thought their services looked a little bit short. And this one was.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on to court 3. Williams doubles officials right to England.
Service over. 10-13.
Please welcome the players and the number 1 team from China, Tianjin and Zhao Yunlei. And our Markus, goalkeeper, the number 16,
That's landed in. He could have played that.
Yeah.
Thought it was going to go wide.
Service over. 14-10.
2 or 3 of these points could be the difference between winning or losing the match. I have no idea how he got that back.
No.
Service over. 11-14.
Also on the line.
Service over. 15-11.
Bit unlucky for the Indonesians.
Yeah, the inexperience of Sukamuljo
16-11.
whether it's nerves or quite what, but there are 1 or 2 errors flowing from his racket at the moment.
That's a sort of do-or-die attitude. A little block there towards the middle might have been efficient.
Makes amends for the previous error in that rally.
Service over. 12-16. Service over, 17-12.
Oh, it's just wide between the legs there.
Pieler called in, challenge, called.
And there's
out.
a challenge here. That was a spectacular attempt at a defensive shot from Mads Conrad. Wide was out. Cool.
Challenge unsuccessful. Mads Pieler called in, no challenges
Feelings
remaining.
decision, but I mean,
Service
if it
over,
had been successful, it would have been
13-17.
very decisive.
Yeah.
Going to 18-12, and the match is really close to a conclusion, so maybe I didn't mind it so much. I think Mads Conrad has been a lot more ready with his racket here in the third game than was the case in the second. And that was exactly what Lars urged them to be. Be ready.
Yeah. 2 points away, the Danes, from a first ever semi-final at the All England Championships. Oh, that was quick, my goodness me. Yeah. No wonder those are nods
20.
in approval.
Match point 13.
7 match point opportunities. It's gone long. And look at the delight for the Danes. Just a fraction under 50 minutes, and look at the difference in size as they shook hands at the net. My goodness me. 21-11, 10-21, 21-13.
21-11, 10-21, 21-13.
What a moment for the Danes. Never previously beyond the last 16 of a Premier Super Series event. A second Super Series semi-final, but a first at a Premier event. They're the Danish fans. They're always loyal. They always come here to the All England, and they're always very welcome to the atmosphere. And I know the Danish players love playing these All England Championships. The moment of victory. So what a performance. I thought the bubble had burst. How wrong they proved me to be. Well done to the Danes. So the delight of the Danes means that they have a semi-final berth tomorrow, and they're up against two Olympic champions. Fu Haifeng, of course, won gold with Kai Yun in London 2012, and Jiang Nan won the mixed doubles gold. They've now teamed up together as a new men's doubles partnership, and that is looking very impressive. They've come through the former All-England champions Liu and Chu in 3 games. So what a semi-final prospect for tomorrow. Well, it's been a great quarter-finals day here at the Yonex All-England Championships. It all started with women's singles and Sun Yu of China coming through against Ratchanok Intanon. As you can see, that match never actually concluded because Ratchanok Intanon went down very heavily. It looked very serious, but we're happy to say that it seems that she's okay. Then Lin Dan, the 5-time former champion, was too good for the former world junior champion Kento Momoto. Then in the women's singles, and Saina Nehwal, how well she played today against the 2009 champion Wang Yihan. 2 straight games, and look at the score in that second, 21-6. Then a thrilling mixed doubles, and the defending champions, the 3-time defending champions Tantowi Ahmad and Liliana Nasir, breaking English hearts because they beat Mr. and Mrs. Adcock 21-19 in the deciding game. And as we've just witnessed in the men's doubles, well, the Indonesian pair playing their first ever tournament together put up a brave fight, but in the end the Danes were just too strong and too experienced for the young Indonesians. 21-13 in the decider. So that is it for quarterfinals day. We will be back with all the semi-final action tomorrow. That's 12 o'clock local time, and of course we're on GMT time here in Birmingham. So until tomorrow, from all of us here in Birmingham, especially from Steen Petersen and myself, Jill Clark. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.
Second game. Yellow. One, go.